Before we start, we must first understand what this whole web development thing is all about. Every website that you visit on the internet is built by a web developer. To build this website, web developers make use of the following tools: HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language, CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheet, and JavaScript. HTML is a standard markup language for creating web pages. It describes the whole structure of a web page and it tells the browser how to display content. CSS is a styling language. It defines how HTML elements should look. It is thanks to CSS that you can transform simple websites to beautiful looking websites. And finally, we have JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language which is run by a web browser and allows you to make web pages interactive. Let's put it into a clearer perspective. Think of all of this like the human body. HTML is the human skeleton. CSS is like our skin and all the additional details that engulf the skeleton and makes us look beautiful and distinguishable. JavaScript is the brain. It tells the website how to behave, what and what not to do, and much more. Nearly every website has two main parts, the front end and the back end. The front end, which is what the end user sees directly on their web browser, and the back end is what the user does not see and contain things like the database, some complex logic which can't be defined on the front end, and much more under the hood stuff. There are three main types of web developers. We have front-end web developers, back-end, and full-stack web developers, which entails both front-end and back-end. Here is a quick roadmap for a front-end developer. For the sake of this course, we will only focus on this type of developer. A front-end developer should start by learning HTML and CSS, which this course teaches. It can take about a month and a half. Then you should go to JavaScript, which can take another month and a half to attain a reasonable understanding and level. Then finally, get started using the JavaScript framework or library like React.js, Angular, or Vue.js. I recommend going with React.js first since it is the most popular right now. I have a course available for React.js for you. Depending on which company hires you or what you want to accomplish later, you can always learn the other frameworks anytime. I'm ATO Bradley, and let's get started.